My neighbor poisoned my dog because it barked too much, so I made sure his son would never speak to him again. Rex was a 3-year-old golden retriever who barked at squirrels and loved everyone he met. He wasn't aggressive, just loud and happy. My neighbor Dave hated him. Dave was one of those guys who mowed his lawn with a ruler and called the HOA if your trash can was out 10 minutes too long. He'd complained about Rex's barking for months. That mutt is ruining my property value, he'd say. Some of us work night shifts and need sleep. Dave worked 9 to 5 at an insurance office. Last Tuesday, I let Rex out for his morning routine. 20 minutes later, I found him convulsing by the fence line. Foam coming from his mouth. Eyes rolled back. I rushed him to the emergency vet, but it was too late. Antifreeze poisoning. The vet said it was intentional. Someone had soaked meat in it and thrown it over the fence. When I confronted Dave, he didn't even try to hide it. Maybe now you'll think twice about getting another noisy animal, he said, smirking. Some problems solve themselves. I buried Rex in my backyard that night and made a promise to his grave. But I didn't go after Dave directly. That would be too obvious, too simple. I went after what he loved most, his relationship with his 19-year-old son, Tyler. Tyler was home from college for the summer. Good kid, studying veterinary medicine, volunteered at animal shelters. He had no idea what kind of man his father really was. I started by befriending Tyler, mentioned I was thinking about getting a new dog, asked for advice about breeds. He was excited to help. During one of our conversations, I casually mentioned that someone in the neighborhood had poisoned a dog with antifreeze. Tyler was horrified. What kind of monster does that? He said. That's not just cruel, it's psychopathic. I hope they catch whoever did it. I agreed. Said the police were investigating, looking at security cameras. Tyler started asking around the neighborhood, trying to help solve the case. He was genuinely upset that someone could hurt an innocent animal. That's when I showed him the security footage. I'd installed cameras after Rex died, but I told Tyler they'd been there all along. The video clearly showed Dave throwing the poisoned meat over my fence, then watching from his window as Rex ate it. Tyler went white, watching the footage. That's my dad, he whispered. I acted surprised, said I hadn't wanted to believe it either, but the evidence was clear. Tyler begged me to let him handle it first. Said he needed to confront his father, try to understand why. The conversation didn't go well. Dave tried to justify it, said the dog was a nuisance, that he'd warned me, that sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands. Tyler recorded the whole thing, his father admitting to poisoning Rex, showing no remorse, actually seeming proud of it. Tyler posted the recording on social media with a simple caption, "I'm ashamed to share DNA with this man." The video spread through our neighborhood Facebook groups first, then the local community pages. Dave's face was everywhere within hours. His insurance company saw it by the next morning, called it conduct unbecoming, and terminated him immediately. But the real damage was at home. Tyler couldn't look at his father the same way. Every conversation became an argument. Tyler would bring up Rex, and Dave would get defensive, saying I was making a big deal out of nothing. You killed someone's family member, Dad. How is that nothing? The breaking point came 2 weeks later. Tyler was packing to go back to college early, said he couldn't spend another day in the same house as someone who could poison a dog and feel no remorse. Dave tried to stop him, said Tyler was being dramatic and choosing strangers over family. Tyler looked him dead in the eye and said, "You're not family anymore. Family doesn't murder innocent animals." That was the last conversation they ever had. Tyler transferred to a school across the country, changed his emergency contact from his father to his aunt. When Dave tried calling, Tyler blocked his number. Dave started drinking heavily, lost weight. The neighbors avoided him. 6 months later, Dave had a heart attack. Spent 3 days in the hospital alone because Tyler wouldn't come home, wouldn't even take his calls. Dave survived, but something in him broke. He sold the house and moved to a retirement community 2 states away. Tyler graduated veterinary school last month. Dave wasn't invited to the ceremony. And me? I adopted a new dog from Tyler's rescue. A golden retriever puppy I named Justice. She barks at squirrels too. But now I have cameras everywhere. And Dave's in a retirement home where the only thing he can poison is his relationship with the nursing staff. Rex got his justice.